So what do you have to do in marriage?
Alright.
Alright guys, I want to start by extending my thanks to Katie, Micah, Sky, and everybody else for making this possible. We aren't here today to mourn the death, but to celebrate the life of my dear friend and dedicated pimp, player, and hustler, Joshua Lee Carpenter. Or as some of you might know him as Shrimp. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Daniel Lee Burmeister. Most of you might know me as Birdman. I spent a lot of time with Josh because we both share the same trade. And I have to say that I'm sure that anyone that spent time with him would agree that it was an honor to have him touch our lives the way that he did, whether it was in a big way or a small one. For me personally, it was monumental. Sadly, our Almighty Father, in His infinite wisdom, saw it fit to call our brother home long before it was right, proper, or fair to him or to us. The last few years, him and I literally were on opposite sides of the fence. But we kept in touch the best we could, usually with him putting forth the most effort because between the two of us. During that time, he brought these wonderful people into our lives, and that, my friend, thank you. Normally, I guess now would be the time where I go into a story about something we did together or some fun time we had, but to be honest, that might be incriminating. As much as I try, mere words won't do justice to this giant that we call Shrimp. So I will conclude with this, my friend, as you sit in a place not worthy of your presence. Rest easy till we meet again, and burn one reminiscing on the good times we had. Rest in peace.
That was good, bro. That was great, bro.
Where are y'all guys? Oh, you guys know me, I'm Sky, and today is a beautiful yet tragic day. Beautiful because we get to be here in a celebration of the life of our friend Shrimp, Josh, and well, if y'all knew him oh wait. Even though we might not agree about how God has taken away from him away from us, he is in a better place now, and he is always with us. Some of us in our minds, some of us in our hearts, all of us in our memories. That's the reason why we're all here. And I've had some memories with him. Some unforgettable, some unbelievable. And if you know Josh like I knew Josh, you know what I mean when I say unbelievable. One of the main memories I have with him is every time he would come pick me up, always the same routine. Go get a milkshake, and then for some reason I would always pass out during that, right after we got the milkshake, and I would wake up to the milkshake all over me. And I'm looking at him like, how did this happen? Or why didn't you wake me up or try to help me get the milkshake? Anyways, yeah, had some crazy times with him and beautiful times. He is forever gonna be missed.
Is he the one who put Ashley and Jerry in the tree?
He's forever gonna be missed. And yes, I love you, Josh, and I'll see you soon.
It was one time.
Wasn't that Eugene?
Well, let's see. Josh was one of my really good close friends. Known him for about 5 years or so. A lot of good, crazy memories. One of my probably favoriteest memories is at the Red Roof Inn on the west side when he locked himself inside the hotel room asleep, and I was banging on the door for hours, for probably 30 minutes. He didn't open it. They sawed the fucking lock to the door off, and he was still asleep. He was knocked out cold, and he had you couldn't just put the key card in and get it in. He had the thing locked. He locked himself in there, and he fell asleep and would not wake up. And he was still asleep when they sawed off that thing. And Oh yeah, he wasn't too happy. Well, at least I woke him up, but he will definitely be missed. A lot of good memories, a good person. I always loved him.
Well, I met Josh in TDC. I am not in TDC, but I got him. He told me he was gonna punch me in my mouth.
I would have.
He told Katie, that bitch better not be in my house when I get home. Katie, I'm fucking taller than the nigga. He's not fucking taller. Like, Micah, you remember, you're taller than him. Maybe not, but I'm taller than him. You don't punch nobody in my mouth, because I'm gonna be your best friend. I promise you. And I was my best friend. A very short amount of time, but I was in jail when I found out, and still fucking really unreal.
So,
I still can't believe it.
You know, Katie really loves this guy. She really loves Trent. And I might have not have known him personally in life, but when it gets down to it, I've never felt the energy so strong to do something for somebody else, because I only do music for myself. I don't do it for anybody else. And the fact that Katie was, this has been weeks, months that she's, Elon, can you please, Elon, please. And when I listen to those phone calls, when I listen to every single thing that I use to edit any type of music or any video, I just hear the transition in his voice from him talking to any family member, from him talking to Katie. And it is the craziest thing like in the world to actually feel something and be moved, even though you didn't know the person, is crazy. So I really feel for Katie, and I really feel for you guys, because this is I've lost friends too, and it's so bad. It's so bad. I still, to this day, I'm suffering to the same thing. So my friend Angel died over an acute fentanyl overdose, and I have him tattooed on my neck right here, and I still think about it every day. He was like the nicest guy, you know. You can tell him something like, hey, Angel, you're a bitch, or hey, you know what I mean? And he's like, nah, man. He's like, nah, you're cool, though. I like you, you know what I mean? I fuck with you. And I'll forever miss Angel, and I feel the same spirit with Trent, Joshua, which I'm more comfortable calling him. So, just gotta give Katie a hug, because I know you love him, and I know you're gonna miss him. But you got people all around you.